Hello, welcome to this festive haul. Let's turn the TV down a bit. As you know, I didn't vlog last week because I lost my beloved little potato dog. And yeah, I'm obviously still not great. I'm filming this on the Monday, just because I thought it'd be nice to share. So if I'm not mega bubbly, that is why. I am in the big swings of grief. Yeah, spent most of last night crying, so give me a little reprieve is all I ask, and just, yeah, be kind. You know, we all know that I find this time of year hard anyway due to grief. Now I have a new grief to add to it, so yeah, and this one's really fresh and raw. But while I've had my week off, needed some nice distractions. I've done like 2 trips to my mum's house. One was yesterday, one was earlier in the week. My mum was having a really rough day, so I went round to just be there. And yeah, I ended up doing quite a bit in town and home bargains and all that, and I have got the world's biggest bag. So yeah, and then yesterday I got some bits and pieces, and this is my new bag from Tesco. It's the Emma Bridgewater reusable bag. It's £4.50, but it's really freaking cool, and it's covered in retro lights. So yeah, take out my crochet projects. Because yes, I took crafting to my mum's house. But yeah, I'll start off with yesterday's stuff and then I'll go into the big bag. But basically, yesterday was just a really good cherry shop mooch and a few bits and pieces. I mean, yeah, I'll show you some of the poundland stuff actually. We'll start off with the poundland stuff. I got, both me and my mum, one of these. It says all is bright, and it's like the little wooden thing I've bought previously. This is the little pound version. And yeah, a little house with some trees. No, I probably will keep the trees on this one because they show the house nicer, but the other one they just put a tree directly in front of the houses. So yeah, but this one's laid out a bit nicer, so I got that for £1. And then I make my brother-in-law a big food set, like an Amazon gift bag, like the fabric one. He made one for Ryan several years ago now, and then I think the following year I made one for him, and then from then on he returns the bag, and I gift it again the following year, full bag of snacks. So I asked him this year, you know, would you like a voucher or would you like the snack bag? And he went, snack bag. So yeah, so I basically spend about 20 odd quid on just snacks, treats, dips, chutneys, you know, a big hamper in an Amazon bag that we back and forth. Yeah, it works out beautifully. So I've already picked up a couple bits. I think they're in this bag from M&S. Yeah, I'll show you those things. But yeah, what I got in Poundland is I got 2 bags of these Jacobs crinklies in Frank's Red Hot Sauce. So yeah, I thought they would go well. He's a cheese board man, so I thought they would go well for said cheese boards and just snacks. I bought my mum one of the Emma Bridgewater bags, and she got me in Tesco because she didn't know about the bags. A little jelly cat dupe of, yeah, soft toy Christmas food. Actually, when I went in yesterday they didn't have any of these, so she did very well to pick them up when she did. So yeah, I have a little Yule log. It's adorable. So, because I do have a proper jelly cat cracker, because yeah, fun fact, I'm related to the man who invented Christmas crackers. Very, very, very distantly, but yeah, my dad's surname was Smith, and it was that line of Smiths apparently. So I don't know the truth in it or not, but either way, it's really fucking cool. I'll go with it. So yeah, but there we go. So I've got a little, yeah, corduroy Yule log. It's very cute. I do have a Yule log with a little face, but it's very is particularly fat, so it's quite nice to have two different types of yule logs. So yeah, so my mum got me that, and she got herself one as well. I did quite well in the charity shops. In Air Ambulance I got these plates. This one was £1, and then I got a set of 2 of these for £1.50. They obviously really need a good wash and all that, but they're really fun, I thought, and they'd be cool for like lunches and sandwiches, and when Ryan has like chicken wraps. So I put them down there because they're going to go in the kitchen for a wash. These were bits of receipts and rubbish. You can go in that box. I've got loads of deliveries coming today. I've already had one, so I've got a rubbish box started for my delivery rubbish to go in. I lucked out one of the charity shops. They had loads of really good crafting stuff and sewing stuff and wool. So I got this really cool pattern for £1. It's the array top/dress from Paper Cut, which is really cool. So yeah, it's massive. And then there's the different things you can do. So there's that. Slide stuff into that bag for a sec. And then I got this Knitwit ladies pants and shorts that can either be, you know, button up with a, are they button up or all elastic? Oh, they're all elastic waisted, which is perfect. So yeah, trousers and then like Bermuda-y shorts. And again, the patterns in there, it's really cool. This was £2, so again, really good. And then they had loads of wool, so I was pretty good. I came up with 5. I could have come up with more. This was £1, and I think it is some more Metallico, or if not, a version of it by someone else. But yeah, I've got a purple very similar I picked up in the same charity shop, and I thought this would go nice with the purple, so I got that to go with another wool I've already picked up. And then one is with a band, one is without, but this is Sidar Harap tweed. So yeah, so this is nylon, wool, acrylic, viscose, very soft, and it's like, yeah, greys with little dots of orange and all that through for the tweedy bit. So yeah, they were £1.50 and £1 for those. And then I got some Sidar Moonstone, which is 70% acrylic, 30% glass bead. So it's acrylic wool with glass beads through it, which I thought was really cool. I've got a really cool pattern I have bought for a butterfly cardigan, and I thought that would be quite fun maybe on the butterfly cardigan in the little white dots at the bottom of the wings. So I picked them up for £1.50 each. Would have been a lot more expensive. So yeah, so there's those bits from yesterday. Then we're on to the massive bag. So actually unpacking this would be a good idea, because then I can put the present things I bought in it away, and I get a whole load of my reusable bags back. So I think I got this in, I won't be able to tell you prices of stuff. I'm not that with it, I'm entirely honest. I've got this pack of this Jaffa tree. It's got 3 packs of Jaffa donuts and 3 packs of the little Jaffa cake pockets. I'm sure this was like, on a guess, I think £2-3 quid. I've got this for Rye, you know. Oh, I put some bits together because of decks, and I found these in my room, but I bought these before. These are little moon stars and suns, because I am having a change up in my Christmas decorations for the first time in, oh god, kids 19. I bought my Christmas decks 20 years ago, and I'm only just, I've been adding the iridescence to it, so it's like peacock and iridescence, but I'm wanting to phase out the peacock stuff and have more iridescence. So I'm thinking iridescence and like that celestial, you know, this kind of vibe of, you know, 90s celestial. I love it. I have a big wind chime thing indoors. I've got a big moon on my side. I've got a charger plate. I've got a little metal brass holder. I've got little bits everywhere around my house of that kind of vibe because I love it. It weirdly and nostalgically reminds me of my dad because he had that, the bed in and that when I was a kid. So it has a wonderful like nostalgic. So yeah, so I'm going to be phasing out the peacock decks. And I will be adding in a bit more of that, like, not super shiny gold, but that sort of more muted gold. And just, yeah, some more celestial bits. And yeah, so it's going to be like golden iridescence, but like moon, stars and suns version of gold, if that makes sense. And a little bit of blue and glass. I like the glass stuff I've got. Because I have a dark blue a dark blue tree skirt that I rather like. So yeah, so little bits of blue might be nice, you know, in various places. So we'll start off with the little bits of blue I'm going to introduce. If you've watched my weekly vlogs, you will know I have a big like built-in unit console brick thing. It's ugly as shit, but I don't have a choice, it's not mine. It's my landlord's, so I kind of have to live with it. And I'm thinking around the edges, this is actually the first year I'm falling into the trends that I like the look of. I personally like them, you know, so I'm happy to buy things that are trendy because I like them. And yeah, I don't get kind of verbally penalised by people in my life of yesteryear who would, yeah, you can't like that because it's popular kind of vibes. So yeah, so I'm really loving at the moment. My TikTok is full of people making paper chains and bow garlands. And I'm like, or little glittery stars hanging down. And I'm like, I really want to do that. So yeah, so I thought I'm just going to start off. I had planned to like make crochet paper chains, but I have not got around to it, so I'm thinking that is something slowly done next year for the next Christmas. So yeah, or get really nice specific, you know. I've been watching just today people do it out of velvet ribbon that I think is really nice. So obviously right now velvet ribbon would be quite expensive because everyone is buying it because it's very festive. People do presents in it and all that kind of stuff. So, but people won't be buying velvet ribbon in June, so I will go get it when it's cheap in June and have them next year. But for now I did indulge in some velvet ribbon bows, and I got them in this like very soft grey. And this is going to be the hard one to show because showing blue velvet is a nightmare. Where are we? So, come on. Yeah, it's really hard to get it to show in the right light, but these are blue. And they're beautiful. So yeah, so I've got 3 packs of the blue and 3 packs of this. So I have 30 bows. And the aim is to connect them. So it will go blue, silver, blue, silver, blue, silver, and I can do little swags of bows, and then I probably will have more. I'll have quite a lot, so I might do little swags like in the greenery I have above my doorways. I have permanent greenery up all year round, so I might put little bows in them as little swags. So yeah, so these are going to be some homemade decks, which now I've showed you I can actually make them as a nicey. I know it's to some people very early, but my mum is a big fan of Christmas, and yeah, it's kind of it's going to be a good thing for her this year especially. So yeah, that's what I went round this week to help her with because she just needed another person. And yeah, so but the bit she's done looks beautiful. So yeah, I have grown up in a household where my mum loves Christmas. So yeah, my mum got this for me recently from Poundland, so he's very cute. I just tucked him in because I'm kind of putting all the Christmas together, so it's all in one place. Oh, those bows were from Home Bargains, by the way. And then I picked up these. These are from B&M's. These are £2.50 a pack, and these are the little bells, and yeah, see by the size of my hand, they're just the right size really for a tree. So I've got 3 packs, so I've got 9 of them, and I thought they're really nice, and they're that slight, they're not, you know, shiny, they're like they've been gilded with, you know, gold leaf style gold, if that makes sense. That slightly antique coloured one. So I have 3 packs of them. A lot of this has been inspired from my, I don't even want to know how many hours I've been doom scrolling TikTok, and I don't really care, because yeah, coping mechanisms, we find them where we can in life. And yeah, I know I am not very good with grief before all this. This was very sudden, so like my other grief was very sudden, I don't cope well with that, so we're getting there. But yeah, but on my doom scrolling to just keep going, I got these. I saw these gold stars again in that sort of slightly, you know, bits of gold bumped off in time kind of vibes, and yeah, these are a good size, but I really liked them. These were £2.50 each from there, as well as the bells. These are from B&M's Nordic Glow range, so yeah, so I got these. I was very happy. I could have got more, but I thought 3 was enough, and I've got iridescent decks, I've got the glass stuff, so yeah, I'm just wanting to add a little bit of gold into it, not a lot so it overtakes, just got to give it. And again, with the thing I said about, you know, related to the man who invented crackers, Mr. Tom Smith, I got one of their little hanging Jellycat dupe crackers, so he was £2.50 from the All Is Bright B&M range, and he goes very well with my tree. And I've been quite a fan this year of buying things with faces, so yeah, that's been very fun. Show you the wrapping paper, and then there's some more baubles in here. Home Bargains always have really good wrapping paper, so that's where I got wrapping paper this year, because since ditching family members, there's less of us, it makes my life so much easier now to give just people a certain wrapping paper, and you just wrap all the presents in that paper, and it's like, cool, your candy stripe, you're this, you're that, and then each person's presents are just those colours, so it's so much easier to be able to hand out presents and not having to write tags. I even went the easy option. I've been using stickers, you know, the to and from stickers for years, but yeah, but since now really minimising down to, you know, key family members, it's how I'll politely word it, yeah, we do just wrapping paper per person. Well, I do wrapping paper per person, and I like it. Last year I used up a lot of leftover bits, and yeah, and really did, you know, here is your stuff, and then yeah, so I was able to like split it up pretty good with that. But obviously I used up a lot of wrapping paper last year of just leftovers from previous years. So yeah, so I wanted to get some new stuff this year. I even have a wrapping paper bag in my cupboard because it's just useful for all the wrapping papers, birthdays, all the stuff. So yeah, I do like to, if there is a present, I do like it to be wrapped. It's quite nice to gift something like that. So yeah, because I've got my mum, my stepdad, my sister, me other sister, brother-in-law, my child. I have to wrap presents for 6 people, which isn't bad. So yeah, it's pretty cush. Oh, and then I've got, you know, little ones, but they don't matter on the day. Well, technically my sister and brother-in-law were doing a day or two before Christmas, because it's their first Christmas in their we own it house, so they're doing Christmas at their house, which is magical for them. So they won't be at my mum's on Christmas Day like me and Rye will. And the other presents I've got for my best friend and my little niece and that will be given before Christmas, and they're a different household, so it doesn't matter if the paper. So I've got 2 with lots of paper and 2 with some paper basically, so people can be doubled up. and it won't muller the paper. So yeah, so I have got 4 meters for 99p of just brown paper that says Merry Christmas in white cursive writing and little stars on it. And then I have got 4 meters for £1.29 of tartan wrapping paper. My stepdad is Scottish, so, and there's just something really classic and lovely and really classy about tartan wrapping paper. It makes me think of like Christmas dresses when I was a kid that would have had little velvet bows on them, and you wear white tights and nice shoes, you know. Really, yeah, I'm enjoying this year because I'm able to think of things and they're not painful or triggering. I'm quite liking the nostalgia. My brain is being almost given permission to have, or feeling watery-eyed. Grief, it's an arsehole, it comes at any point. Yeah, this is why I've had to have a week off my weekly vlogging, because I just leak at any point. But yeah, so my brain's giving me nostalgia, which is nice, and I like nostalgia. But yeah, and then I got this roll of wrapping paper. It's 12 meters for £1.29, and it is in this white and red, just classic candy cane stripe. So yeah, that will be multiple people's, you know, my sister, and probably my best friend and that. And then this will be for brother-in-law, and I do have some really pretty girly paper that is technically birthday paper, but I think I'm going to use that for my niece's presents. She's only got 2 little things. It's her first Christmas, so I'll give her something beautiful and over the top, and it doesn't have to be Christmas basically. So I think this paper I'm going to use for, yeah, brother-in-law and Ryan stuff. And it is festive dinosaurs, but the coolest thing is this is Lily's favourite toy. She had this green dinosaur after her beloved little Pidge died. She has this green dinosaur, and the fact there is a dinosaur on here with a hat and present, then my mum said we need to cut a little dinosaur out and save it, so I'm gonna do that. But yeah, but again, this is 12 meters for £1.29, and yeah, it's dinosaurs in lights and presents and hats and all the things. So yeah, I picked up that because it's really fun and a bit silly. All the things that I needed this year, something a bit silly is perfect. So yes, I got that. I don't think I've got the M&S things in here. I think I've already put them away. Oh well. What I got from M&S was tortilla stars. Fuck, what else? Oh, is it katsu curry peanuts and pretzel thins? So yeah, last year I went a bit nuts on the crisps, so I'm really trying to go a bit different this year in other stuff. And sounds stupid, they live locally now, so it means I can buy fresh things and give them stuff. So yeah, so there will be some bits where I'm just going to buy them like fresh dips and, you know, a stupid shaped cheese, that kind of stuff. So yeah, home bargains. I managed to find Golden Grahams again. I bought 5 boxes, they had 7 on the shelf. Are all 5 boxes presents? Yes, they are. I have got 2 going to my best friend. I'm just looking so I can count them up. So 2 for my best friend. I've got 1 for Ryan, because it's just funny to wrap up cereal for a teenager. I did it for his birthday and he's always found it hilarious. And then I have got a box for my sister, and then a box for her partner. So yeah, there will be 2 boxes of cereal rolling at their house. So yeah, so I've bought cereal for Christmas. It's perfectly acceptable. The fact I used to buy it on holiday, bring it back to gift it for Christmas, says a lot. So yeah, so there's cereal, 5 boxes of it. And then the last thing I picked up, yeah, that's the last thing, is this big tube of iridescent clear baubles. You get 20 in this, and I think this was like a £5. And yeah, they're really pretty and they're a good size. I do have little ones and little glitter ones, but I don't have big ones like this. And I thought, as I'm eliminating a lot of the peacock themed decks out, these would replace it. And then the handful of lovely gold stuff, the iridescent glass I've got, I thought that was all a really lovely mix. And then there's my lovely random decks, you know. I've got a shopping trolley, I've got, you know, all kinds of really weird stuff. It's great. So yeah, we'll see if I fancy putting up the weird stuff this year. I don't think I'll put all of them up. I might just do the themed stuff this year. Like, I've got my random, you know, buy a new one from Liberties each year from the past couple of years. A long time actually, yeah. Good while. That little collection of decks, as well as what else? Nice ones I picked on places like Asda. Like this year I've also got a little stack of books I've got in Asda from this year, and one year I've got a jellyfish that I love that's all iridescent and shiny. So yeah, I think out of the peacock decks I will keep. I've got 2 peacocks from Liberties I bought that are beautiful, but they can just stand on a shelf style deck. They're just pretty and very intricate, so yeah, they could just actually be really nice wall decor just hung up. So, you know, they might get a slight repurpose or just tucked in with stuff, so we will see. But yeah, that's something I might do it this week, is get my decks out so I can go through them and sort out what I want to give away basically, and then take it to the charity shop. And yeah, someone who's down on their luck can get something, you know, to give them a nice boost, which is nice. So yeah, but there we go. So that is my festive shopping I've been doing the past week. Just a quick add in, I forgot this. I got this amazing pillow, looks like a croissant, it's massive. It was £5 and it's going to sit on my lap so I can lean on its crochet. But again, little faces. I suddenly looked, I'm like, didn't share this with you. So yeah, home bargains if you feel the need for a really good Jellycat dupe pillow. Back to the haul. It is quite a lot, I know, but anything not to feel sad is, I know it's not healthy coping mechanisms, but you roll with what you can in the very raw bits of grief. And yeah, compared to our old dog Max, who was poorly for ages, and had 2 surgeries. He had his tail removed because it was dying. It was horrible, bless him. So he had his tail removed just before Christmas one year, so we could have him, you know, a little bit longer and he wouldn't be immune from that. And then he had a huge, oh no, he had the big he like almost had a giant cancerous growth on him. We didn't know it was cancerous at the time, and those first were dreadful. But he had that removed, and then his tail started just, yeah, going all sorts, so he had to have that removed. And we got another, I think, 1.5 months with him, and then he was in too much pain. So bless him. So he was, yeah, quietly poorly, and unfortunately wasn't picked up by vets. So yeah, Lilu's, she was with really good vets, and this was really sudden, so we don't know. Just one of those things. But although it feels really fucking sad, we are going to be getting a new family dog. Discussions already been had, like, amongst everyone. We're going to go from a new friend from the beginning. We have had rescue dogs my whole life, you know. We rescued, you know, a friend's dog when they scarpered in the middle of the night and just left their dog, you know. We had him, we had a couple of, yeah, dogs. one of my mum's partners bought a puppy, but then he left when he was still not even 1, so didn't even have him kicking around. So yeah, so we've never had a puppy its whole life, from, you know, tiny thing that sleeps in your lap and could go in a bag and just be walked around, to, you know, you lovingly say goodbye at the end style whole lifespan of a dog. We've never done that. So 2 secs. There we go. My camera has a weird thing about recording over half an hour. I need to play around with the settings, I think. But yeah, so we are going to get a new friend, but not until way into next year. It's going to involve some saving, and yeah, but for now we're not even a week, so we're feeling a bit delicate. So we're trying. That's all that matters, is we're trying and we keep going. But it's really hit me and it sucks. So, but we think of all the silly things, you know. She had an eye removed and she was nearly blind as back in the other one, so her vision wasn't great. But yeah, she liked lights, so I helped my mum do the tree, and my mum has went big loopy up and down with the lights, and we did little loops at the bottom for where the dog would stand and look at them. So yeah. So yeah, but no, I hope you enjoyed this little festive thing. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I hope you enjoy this as a little sorry there was no weekly vlog, here is a nicey instead, and I'll catch up with you beautiful people in my next video. See you later.